Namaste, my beautiful beings alike. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another message for the collective. Nothing channeled, no real messages that I receive as of yet. So I'm just going to see what Spirit wants me to reveal to the collective at this time. So as I clear out the energies, I ask my Creator to come into my vessel. Help me channel the message. Help me tap into the collective at this time and deliver the messages that they need to hear at this time. Archangels, Ascended Masters, Galactic Family, deities, my ancient ancestors, royalty blood, Galactic Family, Archangels, please protect me from all evil that is not for the highest good for me or the viewers who are here to receive the messages with pure, true intentions in their hearts. Guide me and to give the best messages so my collective can move forward on their journey. I thank you. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's sleeping well. The full moon in Cancer. It's today, the 6th. I don't even know what day today is. Oh, it's tomorrow. But yeah. It starts 3 days before and 3 days after, and I'm just gonna say any hoodoo, any voodoo, any magic, any evil spell, anything, any moon magic, any mirror magic, any ciphering of energy, I ask that it be returned. Not even ask, I command that it be returned back to sender. I do not accept anything that is not for the highest good of me or my collective that are truly here, once again, to receive the messages and the guidance. I love you all. Let me see, Spirit, which card, what message do you want me to? I am going to start off with the Empath Oracle. Spirit. What's the message? You're activating your empathic magic and you're manifesting the future. You are being very creative at this time. You are really feeling compassionate for people. That's number 29. Is that number 11? And we have number 27, which is number 9. Let me see. These cards are new, but I see lots of energy. I see, oh my God, your third eye is open. I see lots of blues. I see your inner child as well. I see that you're healing your inner child. Your inner child is right here. Let's see. Understanding that life itself is the greatest act of esoteric ritual, utilizing metaphysical tools designed for empathic growth. You may need to use carnelian, a stone. This is carnelian, a stone for increasing confidence and alleviating. I keep this all the time on myself in my bra. It's a very powerful crystal. Crystal faint. I don't know what's this. It's CHRYSOPRASE. It's a stone to shield against harmful external energies while simultaneously increasing social grace. So you may need to use that stone. Jasper, green jasper is also. I have green jasper over here. Green jasper. Fluorite. I have fluorite somewhere. It's like a clear green stone. That's the fluorite. I don't have it on my altar, but you may use that. Sage. It's calling for you to use sage. Tourmaline. Black tourmaline. Black tourmaline. Sorry. Black tourmaline is to block off. It's a protection. A stone highly revered by empaths for especially protecting against external emotional energies. Ideal for challenging social situations and should be used only when necessary. So I don't carry this as much, but I have it around. Seashells. Oh my God. Connect to seashells. Seashells. I have a really big one over there. I love my seashells. I just love the sound of the beach, the ocean, the water. So seashells connected with the wound of life, the very ocean from which we evolved. Seashells provide emotional grounding. So I feel like a lot of grounding needs to be done. It speaks of, because you're an empath, so you need to ground a lot of your energies. And jasper, red jasper. I have jasper. Okay. I have jasper somewhere in my stone bag. I have a bunch of stones. Jasper. It's not in this bag. Not in this bag. But red jasper. Sorry. Just don't want this here. You may need to get some red jasper. That's if you believe in crystal healing. I believe in crystal healing. I sleep with my crystals. And I walk and I'm always with my crystals. And yeah. So you're manifesting the future. So you're creating a different life for yourself than the one that you left behind. I feel that you're rebirthing a new you, and you're creating a new world for yourself. Let's see. It says the man in this picture has gained control over his destiny. He is mentally building his future with his thoughts and sending this his idea to the universe to manifest in front of him. As you can see, the man in this card is also looking directly at you, the reader. As your eyes meet his, remember that you are the center of the universe. Your universe. Remember, you are your own creator. You create your own reality. Be very careful with your thoughts. Be very careful what you're manifesting. Always manifest with positive thoughts. Positive thoughts always. It's a deeper meaning. It's an ancient occult truth that has been rewrapped in modern terminology. It's the law of attraction. We attract experiences and life lessons based on our vibration. Remember, your vibrations is very important. If you are in a very low vibration, that's what you're going to attract. If you are in a very high vibration, that's what you're going to attract. Our thoughts help create our lives we experience. Our thoughts hold greater power in directing the flow of our experiences and our responses to life's ups and downs. As virtually all spiritual path affirms, you are a spark of God. You are a spirit experiencing itself. You are the great architect of your life. Life can be incredibly confusing at times. When we sensitive souls look to the future, it may not always be clear, and this can be a source of anxiety. We may see glimpses of our likely future, yet we know that it waits determinations. Sometimes all we can do is trust in the universe and try our best while we're at it. It doesn't happen fast. We have to go through the cycles. We have to go through changes. We have to release things that are not for our highest good. When we manifest, we have to make sure that we are manifesting with the pure intentions, that our energies and vibrations are high, that we don't have any blockages in our field. And those blockages could be friends, family, work, lovers, anything that is, it could also be addictions, smoking, over smoking, cigarettes, alcohol, drinking alcohol, drugs. Those could be your blockages. You may need to create a vision board. I used to create vision boards. I don't create them anymore because I'm waiting to move, so I created in my mind though. Anyway, so you may need to create a vision board. Examining self-identity. Who are you? You may be questioning, who are you? That's number 22. Number 22 is questioning the roles of labels and titles in your lives. Valuing our uniqueness and respecting that of others. Remembering that we are all one at the end of the day. Looking at the card, we can see the imagery speaking to us on a deeply emotional level. Something very significant drawing this card communicates is that we must remember we are our own emotional beings. We are not simply a product of absorbing emotions from outside sources. We are incredible generators of emotional energy. This is why it sometimes becomes difficult to discern our emotions from others that we may have absorbed. Be careful of the energy you're absorbing. Make sure it's yours and not of others. Sometimes people project their energies up to you and they're not your energy. Modern culture is a big fan of labels and identities. On one hand, this can be empowering for a person who has struggled to belong or their life. Look at the term empath. For example, we have the empath card over here. What an empowering term. This term helps us understand our nature. Although, all through, for some people, it sets them apart from others. I don't know, I'm struggling to read. I don't understand why. Somebody's struggling to speak. Somebody's struggling to say things. Somebody's struggling to speak their truth. Know that you're able to speak your truth. Do not let any blockages. Know who you are. Keep in mind that everyone is empathic to one degree or another. This is our biology, our physiology. This leads me to say that we cannot blame everything in our lives on being an empath any more than we can on what our zodiac sign is. Labels don't have to be divisive. It is encouraging that in so many cultures we are allowed to be ourselves and identify as who we feel ourselves to truly be. It has been a long, hard road to establish the reality of diversity in modern world. No thanks to harmonic religions. Naturally, this comes with social challenges, and well, it is simply part of territory. Sometimes it takes time and compassion to bring others to our level and to help them understand. The term ego is not necessarily a negative one. If someone is egotistical, that's different. The ego itself psychologically relates to our self-identity. There is nothing wrong with this because it is part of our beautiful rainbow of human nature. As long as no one is being harmed, we should feel the allowance of proudly be ourselves, whoever we are. Gender, racial, and sexual orientation variances are part of the rainbow spectrum that we are finally beginning to socially align with it in this day and age. However, this card is not restricted to these things, and we will pertain to different meanings for different readers or different clients who draw this card. So I don't know, labels, I don't use labels. I identify myself as spirit. I identify myself as a spirit in a human body, living a human experience. I am my own creator. I create my own reality. I don't bow down to any man's belief. I've changed that. I have grown. I have learned that I don't need to be labeled. You may be learning that as well. Maybe you're releasing things that no longer serve you at this time. What else, Spirit? Yeah, you're creating your personal space. You're not allowing people to come into your space and dictate to you things that you do not believe. You're putting boundaries. I love this card. And I see the blue. The blue signifies the voice chakra. Maybe you need to get some lapis lazuli Lapis-lazuli, that's number 19. That's 10. So that's 10. That's an ending to a cycle. You are enjoying your own solitude. Or you may need to enjoy your own solitude. It is great to be on your own. It's great to sit down in the park and look at the birds, listen to the trees, listen to the water. Just be in tune with nature. Going out by yourself. Just enjoying the air that we breathe. We don't need people to make us happy. I learned that. I mean, being around crowd with people, it's like nobody will understand you. I mean, I'm different. I don't know. I'm different. I never liked crowds. I never liked to be around. I always went out dancing by myself and did things by myself because I never felt like I fit into other people's groups. And it was okay. It was okay because I was different. Say we all need to take a space from others. This can be difficult due to the demands of family, occupation, social obligations, and so on. However, we can create some amount of personal space when we need it. It is always possible, even if it feels otherwise. Pulling this card indicates that you cannot solve everything right now. So you may be struggling at this time. And that's okay. Like it or not, that's just the way it is. This is why taking personal space is always important, rather than obsessing on social interactions and issues of everyday life. It is time to nurture your inner child. Take care of that inner child. What does that inner child is calling you for? What does it need? It needs protection. It needs love. It needs to be free. It needs to create. Nurture your inner child. Tell it that it's going to be okay. It is vital that empath creates personal space and embrace it when necessary. Taking occasional space is not a sign of weakness, but of self-aware strength. Much like going to sleep every night, it's a matter of revitalizing and rejuvenating one's energy in order to better approach the world at large. So you're called to take space for yourself. What else, Spirit? Realizing, wow, this is interesting. Realizing empathy, as it says revolution, but it says also in parentheses evolution. So you're evolving. You're evolving. And you seem very clear. There's a bird here. You seem very clear, very precise. Even when your eyes are closed, you see. You are continuously creating. You're continuously evolving. This is number 3. Number 3 is a master number. Mind, body, and soul. Is valuing our empathic abilities, understanding that we are dynamic forces of change. Thinking about the meaning of social evolution. We are going through evolution at this time on this planet at this moment. There's many people are waking up. There's many people evolving. There's many people who are letting go of things that are no longer serving them. They are connecting more to their higher self. Gaining empowerment. Making changes to be changing the world through your thoughts, through your creative mind, through your creative way of working. The world is moving at a pace where it is no longer doing the old. It's something new at this time. So the energy is shifting, and you're shifting right along with the planet. The word empathy is surprisingly new to the human lexicon. Less than 100 years ago, it becomes more the German Empfindung, which can be translated as feeling into, whereas sympathy is more akin to feeling an emotion for someone. Empathy is feeling emotions if experiencing that which other is experiencing. This card reminds us that although it can be a horrendously difficult journey at times, empathy is a force of evolution. The world needs us. Empathy binds societies together in order to make them more successful. Empathy diffuses war and conflict. It allows us to form deep connections with others, thereby preserving the progressing of the human species. The overwhelming scientific consensus is that empathy is a projective force of evolution. That's right. We are evolution. We are revolutionary force in a world too often divided by cruelty and self-motivation. In reality, although it can be a difficult force to reckon with, highly empathic people encourage social bonding. We encourage people to recognize similarities rather than getting hung up on the differences. We are a bridge. Science and spirituality are not separate entities, but very much exist hand in hand. A realistic, grounded approach to scientific fields of study and their theories help an empath understand their role in life from a different angle and helps any spiritual path open a new level of awareness. We are all in this together, and thank goodness we are. We are going through the process of changing this world to be better rather than conflict. We are looking for a conflict resolution in a much empathic way rather than fighting each other. Resolving conflict in a much more mature. It is good to research the meaning of evolution, including all of its physical and social nuances. Considering research evolution by streaming various documentaries about the subject, as well as researching humankind has evolved as a society from our earliest days. Closely consider how empathy has played a role in social evolution. Consider researching various prophets, guides, gurus, political leaders, and holy people throughout time. Examine how their messages seems to hinge on the theme of empathy. Even if the word is not particularly said, messages of social compassion, understanding, acceptance, and respect directly ties into the revolutionary reality that true empathy is the world's greatest blessings. We are changing. This world is becoming more empathic. All the old ways is leaving. There's no more of hurting each other, for we are all one, and not one can have any more than the other. We have to be very, very mindful of what we are doing and what we are creating in our world. You have to have empathy for those. They don't want me to talk. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So 2 cards came out. And the first card that came out is practicing daily spirituality. It's very important. For those who believe in spiritual, I'm not imposing any of my beliefs on anyone. Trust and believe that. That is not what I do. I am here to guide. And it's up to you to use your discernment. You know who you are. Aligning with the rhythm of life for the sake of empathic balance, bringing balance to our planet, bringing balance to your life, bringing balance to your family, bringing balance to your relationships, bringing balance to your money, your business, evoking mindfulness regarding of our daily routine, distinguishing social realities from spiritual realities. This painting represents the energy that we can draw through a regular connection with the great whole. The world shines and pulsates in the depicted woman while she perceives this incomplete peace and silence. This absorbing and breathing of the abstract world provides her with tremendous inner power and strength, and strengthens her connection to the universe. A wonderful card to pull. This card brings to mind your own daily personal spiritual practices. Sometimes folks are very diligent and devoted to their daily spiritual sadhana, as Eastern Path would term it, while other practices little to no daily spiritual practice, while other people tend to go in and out their daily international spiritual practice. A daily routine can keep a person grounded and prepared for the emotional energy that presents itself throughout the day. It is additionally important that intentional daily spiritual practice extends into a personal daily practice existence every day. I'm continuously, ever since I awaken, I have my spiritual practice doesn't end. I am always I meditate. I pull cards. I heal. I sage. I'm always in the intentions of sending out good energy, good vibrations to the world around me, to the people around me, even to those who have hurt me. For my thing is not to add on, but to heal and help heal those who are hurting. But don't get it mistaken. I will not allow anyone to come into my world to continuously harm me, for that is where I am very cautious of the energy that I put out or give in. I do not share my energy very loosely. And that was number 15. That's number 6. That's also balance. So we have 22, which is an angel number, which is also foundations. And we have 29, which is 9, which is an ending. Then we have 29, it's 11. 27 is a 9. 10, 19 is 10, ending of a cycle, and this is number 40. So you have 4422 angel numbers. And bonding with the rhythm of life. You just go with the flow. You are aligned with the universe. You do not allow anything to bother you. You feel free. That's what I get from that card. Let's see. These cards are beautifully made. They're beautifully painted. very creative. I can't wait to paint, get my own space so I could paint, because I love to the artistic side of me. Whether the painting doesn't have to be perfect, it's just a message. Asking how and why everything is meant to be. Noticing the cycles, nature, you go with the cycles. Everything is with the cycles, the planet, the animals, the natural world, and you're surrendering to that which is unknown. This intricate painting for this card unveils layers of reality that exist within the human mind, consciousness, and earthly experiences. The external and inseparable connection of everything that lives and exists is the central message of this picture. Everything is meant to be right. This can be excruciating theory to accept, but we find the message repeating over and over across the culture and religion. It's okay to doubt this at times, not least on account of the world's incomprehensible horrors, but somehow this outlook on life echoes inside the heart of every empath. Even if we can't entirely understand how or why, the rhythm of life is evolution and expansion. Scientific fields currently recognize that empathy is a primary key in human and animalistic evolution. If everything is meant to be, then empath is a force that propels things into their proper place. Everything needs to surrender to the flow of life. It also makes you feel safe and controlling, to always being in control of our lives. There is so much that we are not directly in control of. Just go with the flow. Know that you are protected. We are bound to physical reality. At this point in our soul's journey, we must accept this if we wish to create any semblance of peace. It's not always easy to exist in this physical vessel, these fragile bodies. Sometimes all we can do is trust the process. Trust the process. Everything's going to be okay. Go with the flow. Namaste. Thank you. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I love you. I'll be back.